On different occasions, either from my end or from the end of other social entrepreneurs that I've interacted with, I've often seen where a partnership starts out beautifully and it ends in a mess. This is usually because the whole idea of what constituted the nature of the partnership was not clear from day one. There was no document involved to state clearly that this is what partner A has to do and this is the objective of partner B. These are the responsibilities of partner A and these are the responsibilities of partner B. People just excitedly get into partnerships and don't take the time out to discuss those little things that will usually become the big things in a partnership. Hello social entrepreneurs, hello beautiful people. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and if this is your first time of joining me on this channel, my name is Delphine Konda, and in this channel I make videos that inspire, educate and empower social entrepreneurs on how to run their own projects, non-profit organizations, social enterprises, or to generally create impact in their communities and countries. In today's video, let us talk about 5 mistakes to avoid when you are engaging your NGO, your project, or your social enterprise in a partnership. These are some of the mistakes that I have made in my journey as a social entrepreneur. They are mistakes that I have seen other social entrepreneurs make, and these are some of the mistakes I think that you shouldn't be making. So let's dive into the video and have a chat about what these mistakes are. To be honest, partnership is beautiful. It is important for you to engage with other people who are working in the sector, the thematic area that you are intervening in if you are a social entrepreneur. So partnership is something that you cannot really escape, but how you go about engaging in partnership is very important and vital in helping you grow your social enterprise or your non-profit organization. One of the things you need to know when you're engaging in a partnership as a social entrepreneur is that you need to be clear. Be clear about the objective of the partnership. If you are getting into a partnership with another organization or another social entrepreneur, what is the nature of the partnership? What are the expectations? Who does what? How, when, why? Those kind of questions are things that you should take into consideration when you are forming a partnership. It's going to help you to navigate this partnership in a very smooth manner, and it's going to help you to avoid so many problems that otherwise will make you end up bitter and maybe destroy a relationship that you have struggled to build or you have nurtured as a social entrepreneur. The second thing you need to take into consideration when getting into a partnership with another organization or social entrepreneur is that you need to be transparent. You need to be transparent with the resources involved in that partnership. You need to be transparent with the time. You need to be transparent with the human resources. You need to be transparent about the challenges and the reality of what you are facing in that partnership. Don't, in the excitement or the naivety or just the desire of wanting to partner with someone that you've been dreaming about or some organization that you've been wishing to partner with for a very long time, don't be so excited that you don't have proper and critical discussions about the nature of what it entails to be in a partnership with them. You have to make them to understand your reality of working. If you say you're going to deliver in 1 week, is that realistic for you? What are the challenges that you face? And even if you can deliver in the stipulated time and it happens, life happens and you encounter some challenges, can you at least communicate, be transparent with them, and they too, can they be transparent with you so that you communicate with each other and make sure that the other party is aware of exactly what is going on, the entire process. In fact, the word I'm looking for is you carry them along the process. Your partner needs to be carried along the entire process of the partnership so they understand what is happening. This brings us to the third point. Many social entrepreneurs, myself included in the past, I have made this mistake where you encounter challenges and you don't communicate. Communication is key in a partnership. Don't make the mistake of being silent. Don't go silent when you encounter challenges. Your partners are human. They understand that you can plan a project. If you watch my video on project management made simple, which I'm going to leave somewhere in the description section of this video or somewhere on the screen, you would know that in that video I said that projects rarely go exactly the way you plan them out to be. So, if you encounter any challenges when you are working with a partner, it is important that you explain to them, you communicate to them, you make them to see your challenges. Partners are not demigods, they are human beings. They know, especially if you are a small organization or you are a social entrepreneur that is just starting out. They know the challenges that come with being an aspiring social entrepreneur, someone that is just trying to find their feet in the industry. They understand that. But if you communicate early on, they might even be in a position to help you, to guide you, to advise you on how to go about navigating that particular challenge. The fourth one is that don't overpromise what you cannot deliver. Yes, there might be a social entrepreneur that is popular, that everyone knows, everyone wants to partner with, or maybe an organization that everyone wants to partner with. Is a big organization and you happen to land a partnership with them and you just start feeling like you have to overpromise what you can't deliver. Please don't do that. I beg you, don't do it. It is important, it is better if you don't overpromise and then you over-deliver. That will make them to understand who you actually are, than to raise the hope of your partner and tell your partner that, oh, if you give me this amount of money, for instance, I can do that, and if they give you, you cannot do it. You have to be extremely careful to make sure that you don't overpromise what you cannot deliver. Just be realistic about what the nature of your own work is, the nature, the capacity of your team in achieving that partnership is, so that by the time you encounter any challenge, they too will understand. If, for instance, I'm a donor and I am partnering with you to do a project where we need to talk to, let's say, 1,000 women, and then you end up not being able to reach 1,000 women and you reach 800 women, that is understandable if you can present the challenges that made you to end at 800. But it is not realistic if you come and you present your report showing that you were able to only reach out to 100 women. What happened to the rest of the 900 women that you had to reach out? It means that something is terribly flawed in your own execution, in the whole planning of your project, or there's just something wrong. But if you did not overpromise, let's assume that you said you will reach out to 500 women and you end up reaching out to 1,000 or 1,500 women. No matter what happens after that, your partner has some level of respect and trust, and you have built a level of credibility that will be difficult to crush in the future. Finally, negotiate the terms of your contract carefully. This is especially to young social entrepreneurs that are inexperienced in partnerships and all of that. There's always that excitement. I have fallen into that trap. The probability that you're going to fall into this particular mistake is very high. Often there's that excitement. You want to partner, you want to have a name that your organization or you are partnering with a particular organization, and so you end up negotiating a bad contract. A bad contract is not always in terms of money. You can negotiate poorly in a way that you end up doing the heavy lifting with minimal resources, as opposed to the other partner who could have shared the workload with you. So negotiate properly. Negotiate who is doing what. Negotiate the resources carefully. Do not be afraid to speak your mind. It is a negotiation. The two of you should come to a mutual agreement in a way that you know that you can work together. But it is not always okay that one party comes and everything that they want, they are getting. It often means that someone else is paying for that. Charge your worth. Don't compromise your values, and make sure that you stand your ground, especially when you are working with bigger partners. Make sure you stand your ground. If you have what it takes, no matter what you say, they will meet you halfway. If it comes to it, they will have conversations with you. If a partner wants to work with you, they will make it work. I know of one of my partners who once told me that you in the field, you understand your area, you understand the field work better than we can ever imagine. And that is when it occurred to me that, yeah, this means that they are aware, partners are aware that you have the experience. So when you are talking to them, talk with them as someone who has that experience, who is bringing that field experience onto the table. So guys, that was it for 5 mistakes that you should avoid when engaging with partners as a social entrepreneur or an NGO. I hope that you did enjoy this video. Please, if you did, let me know by subscribing to this channel to make me continue producing this kind of content, or hitting that notification bell if you've not done that before, so that you can be notified whenever I post a new video. Until we meet again, guys, don't forget to create some impact.